Hello guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a lovely day. So today it's a bit of a special one for me because I've always wanted to come here. It's Burgh Castle. Not technically a castle, it's more of a Roman fort between the ages of sort of began production here between the sort of 3rd and 4th AD. So yeah, you can see the lovely walls. There's 3 of the 4 walls that are here. You got the bastions there as well, which we'll have a closer look. Doesn't really give you how tall these walls are, but they are bloody tall, to be honest with you. So let's have a look round. So when you approach this site, you'll come down a field, and that gap between the walls would have been the main gatehouse, if you were to say. You got bastions all along the walls. I think there used to be 10 all in all, but I think there's only 6 now. Absolutely beautiful. So the car park when you come in here is about sort of a 5-minute walk to actually get to the actual Roman fort itself. You do have to pay for parking as well. It's only about, I think it's about £1.70 for 2 hours, so it's not too bad. So now we're a little bit closer to the walls and the main entrance. You can just see the architecture which has gone in. You got these layers of red brick. It goes all the way down. And I believe the bastions were an added feature later on after construction. So as we come into the main gate, you can see the other wall over there, the far wall which has possibly gone into the water over time. So same usual stuff. You can see the older information boards. So that there is basically what we have just walked into or walked through. So yeah, feel free, stop. Shows you a little bit about the stuff that was found here. So look, part of a Roman cavalry's helmet. So there must have been a cavalry unit here at some point. You can actually see on the walls behind me and throughout the whole lot where I'm presuming the stone and the flint has been robbed for other buildings of the time. It's hard to believe that there was Romans patrolling all along here, horses, mounted horses, cavalry, soldiers all dressed up in their armour. Must have been mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. And the scenes over there, so the water would have been a lot more on show. So this would have been one of many Saxon shore forts, I think that's what they called them, along here to defend against the barbarians, as the Romans would have called it. I believe also as well along here, when this wasn't used by the Romans, I believe the Anglo-Saxons come over and used a bit. I believe there was also another fort of some sort put here, which was mainly a wooden construction even. But you can actually see all behind me, all the walls have got like cracks down them, which I don't necessarily think it's a sign of corrosion, but probably more of a sign of how they were constructed along here. I think I might get some really good drone footage around here as well of the local scenery, but obviously also this fort as well. I'll flip the camera around and hopefully you might be able to see what I mean by the cracks in the walls. So here's one of the cracks, but you can actually see it's in like sections all along for. It actually shows better on the other side, to be honest with you. And hopefully when I get round this corner we can actually see one of them bastions, which I believe were a added feature put on after the construction. So what a bastion is basically, it's a tower, in other words. So there's towers placed every so many meters, yards, whatever, along these walls. And yeah, they would have had guards on top of them, possibly ballistas on top of them, catapults. Oh, look, there's cows all over there. But yeah, let's see if we can find one and have a look at one a bit in closer detail. So, just found the other section, and you can really see that red brick coming through. Not only was it for decorative, but it was also for strength as well. The camera doesn't really give much, doesn't really do any good for the camera to show you how tall these are, really. I'm gonna guess to say they're about 15 foot, maybe, give or take. And there you go, there's actually a board here of the bastions. So there you go, gives you some idea. So yeah, there you go, look, you've got your bastion on there, you've got your wall here. You got your guys up there with a ballista. And you can see how they were an added feature, look, and how they were keyed in. So I don't think there was actually any like battles or anything going on here. I don't think there's been anything ever documented, but there must have been something happen here. Must have been something. But yeah, as I say, to some people, there isn't really a lot to look here, but this is probably one of the best, can't fucking talk properly. One of the best Roman forts here in the UK. Best preserved, that's the word. Get my words out eventually. No cuts in this video. But yeah, I'll flip the camera around and we'll have a look at some more of that wall. So yeah, you really can see them red brick lines. So you got a bastion right down the bottom there, one here, and you got one on this corner. Just imagine a Roman down there, up there, with his ballista, overlooking these fields. Must have been absolutely mental. Now there is ghostly tiles around here. Some people say that certain times of the year you do hear the clashes of shields, the battle noises and battle cries. Don't know if that's true or not. Some people do say that you see a bloke on the top of the walls, full, all dressed in like old age clothing from that time period. There is also rumours of a bloke who walks a dog. And obviously, yes, they used to have sort of dogs back in them days, in the 3rd and 4th century. And there's also rumours of a beast, like not a werewolf, a big wolf. And apparently he haunts the roads around here with devilish eyes. Think of it what you think. Think of it what you will. Maybe you've come down here and had experiences, let me know. Anyway guys, I'm going to get the drone up and see if we can get some awesome footage of this place. See you in a bit. footage come out right, because the weather conditions are getting a little bit rough. It's now starting to get a bit clouded over, and the wind's now getting up, so it's hard to fly the drone over. Anyway guys, I'm going to have one last look at this place on my own, to have my own little thoughts. Anyway guys, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, give it a subscribe, give us a comment, let me know what you think of this place. Is there any other places around Norfolk where you think I could go that aren't really documented enough or not really heard of? Anyway guys, I know off. Love you, bye.